a little bit more about how you can use Frankie at your organization, how you can streamline and design the recruitment process. We will introduce you a couple of Frankie's features that will hopefully make your life as a recruiter or HR manager a little bit easier. We will walk you through the application, show you how Frankie works live. And at the end, I will talk to you a little bit more about the pricing, explain you how it works. And if you will have any questions, feel free to post them to the chat, and we will definitely get to the questions at the end of this webinar. Okay, Jacobo, off you go.
Thank you, Marek. Well, we're going to start with Frankie and the actors in the process of hiring. You know, we have this candidate and recruiters, interviewers, and contractee, the company who wants the candidate. And Frankie works in the middle of these lines. And we want to make this process as easy as possible and as fast as possible. So what is Frankie? Frankie is a web app developed by Flexiana, created with using Clojure language, and specifically using a Siana framework. It's a framework also created by Flexiana, and this is the web page, frankie.pro. The idea of Frankie is help in this process. Each person will have an account, and you can sign in this. So once you get into Frankie, you can set up how is your process according to different actors. The first one is the admin, who is the people responsible for set up all the interactions that occurs in the web app, in the application. And also you have recruiters, who are persons who are in charge of all the process, but not setting up the things. Also, we have another two roles. It is the soft skills interviewer and the technical interviewer. Because at some moments you want some people to just interview, not get the hands moving the candidate between places. And technical interviewer is a person who is in charge of be sure this candidate is the right person having the abilities you want. So how we set up this app? Well, let's start with the users. In the application, you have settings option, and then you have the users tab here. And you can add a new user to work with you in this application. You can add as many users as you want by email. You just need the add the email and the role. You can, like said before, assign this role of admin, of user, of soft skill interviewer, and technical interviewer. Each of these has a different role permissions into the application. So each of these will see the application in a different way. Once you add this new user, this user should have an invitation in their email. And after click in Go Frankie, then can put the password and enter the app. Then can configure their profile picture in My Settings. And also, I think it's important is these recruiters, these interviewers, should set up the Calendly account. So this account should help the process to integrate the different meetings the recruiters will have with the candidate. So each interaction will be automatically updated through this integration. When the candidate select a date for this meeting, the application will know instantaneously this moment and will update into the application. Other thing you can configure is the expertise you want be evaluated in your process. Frankie comes with a set of by default expertise, and you can edit it also. You can edit and add and remove. All these things are under the settings tab into the application. In a moment, we will see the application. And also, this is an important part of this process, is you can set the emails. You can set the different emails that will go through the app. These emails can be customized in 4 levels. You have the templates, the emails, the custom action, and the stage actions. The templates create a graph for all the emails you want to send, and the emails create the content of each type of email, and the custom action create the action and what actor will receive it. You have the candidate, you have the admin, you have the follower for a candidate, and you need to select which email will be sent to a different person. And finally, the stage actions, it will set the trigger for that email. Let's see it in detail, every of these settings. Let's start with the emails, the templates. You can create as many templates as you want, change your logo, change your signature, change your social media, and this should be made like once, and then you can send emails based on this template. Also, you can create a different one for prompts or I don't know, congratulations. It depends of you. You can create many things with it. It's very flexible. The only thing it's needed is put these 2 placeholders here, the email title text and email body text, and that's it. This is the first customization in the templates for emails. So after that, you can create the content of the email. So this is through the next tab. You give the name of the email, the subject, and what template you want to use. So, for instance, we have the default template who has the logo of Frankie and the social media of Frankie, but you can customize in your own. Then the title in the email, you can put these placeholders. If you click these placeholders, you will see the available placeholders to put this, and Frankie will fill these values with information related to that candidate or that recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
So finally is the email body text, and you can write the email you want. Then you need to, this is the third step in the customizing your emails. You will have these custom actions, and you should select what type of email is this. If it's an email to a candidate, to admin and users, to interviewers or technical interviewers, or to followers. And these followers are intended to be the users that are following some candidates. So it's supposed to be 100 or thousands of candidates, and you don't want to receive email for all of them. So you just need you can be attached to some candidates, and you are following that candidate like a user of this application, and you will receive emails just related to that. That is the to followers option. in these actions. Finally, you need to decide when this email will be sent, and this is in these stage actions. So the application is formed by different stages in which the candidate will be. This is the board. This is we will talk about this in a moment. But these different stages, these different places, will trigger different actions. So, for instance, we have the to be sorted stage, but also the contacted stage. In this contacted stage, these actions will be triggered. Create a page in Frankie Connect, send an email to the candidate, welcome to Flexiana hiring process, and an email to the recruiter, Frankie state change. And this repetition custom should be managed in these custom actions in the previous one. When you select the kind of custom action that this email will be. And that's it. That is how you create these custom actions for sending emails to different candidates, followers, and recruiters. And another feature is to integrate the candidate in this process. Frankie has this Frankie Connect feature that communicates with the candidate, offering the possibility to accelerate the process through instant feedback. Because when the candidate receives an email with some invitation to a meeting or recruiting process, he will be able to access the platform and see the information. And also the possibility of, they generate two kind of actions, done or let us know. And this action make an influence in the process. For instance, the first one is get started. And once the candidate set the date for the meeting, then the candidate can click the done button into the platform, make all the persons involved in this process to know he sets the date. So instantaneously, we know this candidate is setting the date and move the candidate to the next stage. So these things happens automatically, helping the process. And if the button is let us know, a notification with a message will send to the followers of this candidate. Also, the actions of this candidate will be logged in a Frankie Connect log, other instance of the Frankie app. You also can assign tasks to your recruiters, referring to a candidate. You select the candidate, and then you can assign tasks like assign a team, contract signed, propose cooperation, give a deadline, and assign some of the recruiters. And finally, this is the profile page for the candidate, in which you can see all the information. You can see the task assigned to this candidate, and also a section of comments in which you can leave your comment for this candidate, and everyone can leave a comment for this. And you can see the timeline for this comment and all the stage changes occurring to that candidate. Yeah, different recruiters can leave their opinion. And yeah, basically that's it. I will pass the to Marek.
Thank you, Jacobo. Thank you so much. I would like to add that the setting, this is the part that we can help you with. When you will subscribe, for Frankie. We will schedule a call together, Jacobo or me. You will basically translate us to all of your information, what kind of templates, what kind of emails you would like to send to a candidate. And we will help you to set up everything so you can just start using it. Okay, I will start sharing my screen. Let me please know if you can see my screen. And right now I will show you how the Frankie app looks like. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. So before I will start, I would like to start with a couple of things. The idea behind Frankie was we basically started originally. We developed Frankie for ourselves, for Flexiana. Flexiana is the company that is behind developing Frankie. We were experimenting with a couple of HR tools, recruitment tools that were on the market, but there was always something that we were not 100% satisfied with. So after a couple of tries, we have decided to develop our own recruitment software. We call it Frankie. And 2 years later, here we are with the product, and we are trying to offer the product, the Frankie, to other companies because we think we developed something that is great, something that can bring a lot of value to even to other companies. The idea behind Frankie was simplicity. We tried to develop something that will be extremely easy to use, something that user can download and start using immediately. If I should compare Frankie to our competitors, with some of the software that is available on the market, you usually have to spend some time learning it. It's usually weeks. You have to go through demos, through tutorials, etc. So the main idea behind Frankie was to make hiring recruitment as easy as possible, to add a lot of customization, so companies can adjust the Frankie to its needs, and to add a lot of automation, because we know that recruiters spend a lot of time with the boring administrative task that nobody wants to do. So Frankie basically works like your assistant that does all of this boring task for you. So let's jump right in. This is how Frankie looks like when you log in for the first time. As Jacobo explained, there are 4 different roles that we have in the Frankie. Today, I'm in the administrator roles, so you have permission and access to every single page that exists in Frankie. What you can see on the left is the menu bar. This is the only menu bar that you can find in Frankie. It consists of board, new candidate, Frankie Connect, task, assignment, teams, tech round, soft skill round, and setting. That's pretty much it. It's very, very, very simple. Today, or right now, I would like to focus on the part of the application that we call board. This is the part of the application that you will be working with the most. So let's start right from the top. Maybe quickly, let me go back to the website and scroll all the way down before I will start. There is a section on our website called documentation. If you will click on it, you will get to all the tutorials that exist in Frankie, even with the screenshots. So if you will subscribe and you will need help, you will be lost, you will need some support, you can always go here, open the section that you currently need help with, and you will get all of the information that you need. All of the tutorials are placed here, even with the screenshot. We are also working on video tutorials. So we have our YouTube channel. We started recently, so we are slowly adding more and more videos with the video tutorials. In a couple of weeks, you will be able to find there a lot more videos explaining all of the features that Frankie offers. Okay, let's go back to Frankie. So how Frankie works, what you can see here. You probably have experience with similar tools that are on the market for project management, where you can create boards, create different tasks, and then move the task from one stage to another. It's called Kanban view. Frankie is utilizing Kanban view as well. Like this, you can basically visualize your whole recruitment process. So every single board that you see here basically represents a step of your hiring process. You can fully customize the steps. For smaller companies. There will be probably only a few. For corporations or bigger companies, there can be more steps. All of these steps are fully customizable. You can rename them, you can add them, you can delete them, etc. Here you have two buttons that you can use for expanding the stages, the boards, or collapsing them. So, for example, if you will be scheduling interviews with the candidates and you will be working only with the first two, I prefer personally to collapse them and open only the first two, so I'm not distracted by all of the information that are placed in the other boards. But the most important information here is when you log in to the Frankie for the first time, you need to visualize, design your recruitment process, and you will do it by adding these boards into the board page. Now, how the candidates are represented in Frankie. We call this first step of our recruitment process to be sorted, but you can call it candidate pool, whatever you want to call it. Basically, when you as a recruiter receive a resume or a new candidate that you would like to add to your database, you will do it by adding the candidate right here to the first stage. You will create a profile of the candidate. I'm sorry, I'm in the user testing interface, so it doesn't work 100%. Okay, perfect. You will add the candidate here to the first stage of the recruitment process, and then as you will be progressing through the recruitment process with the candidate, you will be just simply moving the candidate through every single stage until you get to the end of your hiring process. Every time you move the candidate, there are some actions happening on the background. I will get to the actions a little bit later. Let's get back to the top. So we talk about the boards, how you can design, visualize your recruitment process. These little cards represent candidates that are inside of a recruitment process. When we get back to the top, when you log in for the first time, there is a little pop-up window with a tutorial that will walk you through the application, explain you what to do. Notification. Every time something happens in the Frankie, you will get your notification here. Here's the setting of your profile. Candidates, the number shows you how many active candidates you currently have in your recruitment process. These two buttons helps you to expand or collapse all of the stages in the board page. I will leave it open for now. We have a basic filtration function. So these candidates you will be assigning either to you or to your employees or to your coworkers. In this part, you can basically filter if you want to see only the candidates that are assigned to you or to other users who are using Frankie. We have a basic search bar as well. For instance, if I will be, let's say that we have a Java developer position at our organization, at our company, and today I would like to schedule an interview with all the Java developers that I have in my recruitment process. So you will filter all the Java developers just simply by typing Java into the search bar, and all of the people who have this expertise in their profile will be automatically displayed. And the last thing that you can find here is the archive. To the archive, I will get a little bit later. But right now, let's focus on the recruitment process and shuffling the candidates from one stage to another. So what kind of information you can find in the profile? If you want to add candidate to your recruitment process, you have two options how you can do it. You can add candidate directly to the stage, or you can click on the new candidate. fill all the necessary information like name, contact information, etc. You can add expertise. The expertise is fully customizable as well. When you will get to the setting, you can add as many expertise as possible. Marketing expertise, sales expertise, whatever position you're hiring for, information about the salary, English level, availability, basic contact information. You can decide what stage you would like to add the candidate. When you are creating the profile, by default, it's always to the first stage of your recruitment process, logically. And you can also add any file that you have, like resume, etc. Once you will add candidate, he will automatically appears here at the beginning of your recruitment process. What kind of information you can see in the candidates card? The first one is the main expertise. Here is the closure, is the programming language. You will see a couple of icons here. The first one, if you click on the email, you can send direct the email to the candidate. You can open his or her social media, or you can create a Frankie Connect page, which is basically interface for the candidate. This is what the candidates will see when the candidate will be applying for a job at your organization. This is how it looks like. Basically, when you will add candidate to your recruitment process, and when you will click on create page in Frankie Connect and confirm, the candidate, once you will move the card, will receive an email with a link to get to this candidate interface. The interface in the setting, as Jacobo explained, is fully customizable. So you can add the name of your company. You can customize the text here. You can add your calendar link. And the biggest benefit it's mainly for the candidate. The candidate see what exactly happens. He can see what stage he's in during the recruitment process, and by this, we try to avoid all of these emails that recruiters sometimes get, because we know that it can take months, it can take weeks. Sometimes the candidates are waiting, they don't know what is happening. So the recruiters can receive a lot of emails just asking about the update, etc. With Frankie Connect, the candidates know exactly what is happening. The candidate can schedule interview with the recruiter, communicate with the recruiter, until he gets at the end of the recruitment process. Also, you will find here information date when the card was created, and you can also get directly to the profile or archive the candidate. Now, the most important thing, this is where all the magic happens. This is my favorite feature of Frankie, and that's the automation. The automation helps recruiter to save time and make the life as easy as possible. So for example, let's say that we have in our candidate pool a couple of candidates like we have here, and we would like to schedule interview with Alejandro Garcia. The old way would be go to his profile, check his profile, find his email, send him an email, send him a link, notify all the people on my team, tech recruiter, soft skill recruiter, that I'm scheduling an interview, try to get the available date from one recruiter, from the candidate, etc., etc. A lot of tasks. With Frankie, what actually happens if you move the candidate is this. He will move the candidate to the planning interview stage, and this little window will pop up. What kind of information you can find here? First one, the candidate that we are moving from one stage to another. Information about what stage he's coming from and to what stage he's going to. And then the most important part is all the actions that will happen when I click confirm. When you move the candidate from to be sorted or candidate pool to planning interview, Frankie will automatically email the candidate, share your calendar link so the candidate can schedule an interview with you. Frankie will automatically notify every single person that is involved in the recruitment process, meaning soft skill interviewer, hard skill interviewer, all of these actions are also fully customizable. So you can decide in the settings how many actions you would like to add. It can be 2, it can be 5. You can notify CTO, CEO, you can notify your colleague. You can automatically send questionnaires. You can automatically send testing tasks. All these boring administrative tasks that you had to do as a recruiter are now fully automatic. So all you have to do is just click confirm. And once you click confirm, Frankie will do all of these things that you have seen, that I just explained to you, automatically. So basically, as a recruiter, you will only shuffle the candidate from the beginning of the recruitment stage to the end of your recruitment process, and Frankie is helping you by doing all of these tasks that can be automated in the background. Now, what happens when you get to the end of the recruitment process? Let's say that we had an interview with the candidate, we sent him the questionnaire, he passed the first round of interview, second round of interview, and we have decided to hire him, so we can delete him from our recruitment process. You will basically click on the candidate when you get to the end and archive him or her. You can choose the reason why he was archived, and you will get here. We call it archive. You can call it candidate database, or whatever you want to call it. Here you will find all the candidates that have ever been through your recruitment process. Again, there are filtering options, so you can use it as a database for future. If in the future you will be looking again for candidate with some specific expertise, you will find the candidates here. You can search by the candidate's name, reason, expertise, country, whatever. If you will find the right candidate, you will just click on the candidate and click on unarchive, and you will move the candidate back to the recruitment process. All right, so I think I'm at the end. That's pretty much it. Board, the most important information that you should bring from this presentation is that you are visualizing your recruitment process by adding boards here into the Frankie board, and you're adding candidates to every single stage, and then you are moving the candidate cards through the recruiting process until you get to the end. All right. I hope it wasn't too fast. The last thing that I have here that I would like to talk to you is the pricing. We Frankie has a little bit pricing strategy than similar products that are on the market right now. We never really liked pay per user or pay per feature strategy. We don't think it's fair to the customer because usually when you're adding more features and more users to the software, your bill grows with the number of new candidates. So at Frankie, we have decided to offer Frankie with all of its features for one flat rate of $250. There's no limitation on users, so you can add as many users as you wish, and all of the features that Frankie offers, and we will be adding more in the future, are included in this flat rate. For joining our webinar today, I would like to offer you a discount code. I would like to give you 1 month's free trial. So right after this meeting, I will be reaching out to you with a discount code. You will be able to subscribe and try Frankie for the first months, play with it a little bit, test it. If you will encounter any issues or you would need help, I'm happy to schedule a full demo with you to show you every single feature that Frankie offers. And for the second month, we offer 50% discount. So the first month you will get free. Second month you will get for $125, 50% discount, and the third month for the full price. If there are any questions, feel free to ask. I will open the chat. I don't see any question. I'm at the end, so I'll give you a couple of minutes if you want to ask about something. Chilin said nope and yes, so I'm not really sure if there is some question. I guess no. Okay, perfect. So I would like to thank you again for joining us. Thank you so much. I will be reaching with our team to you right after the webinar. I will send you the code, a couple of information about Frankie. If you will need any support from us, or if you would like to schedule a full demo with us, I will send you our calendar link as well. And have a great day. Thanks so much for joining us today. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. It's just 3 of us now.
Yep.
So how was it?